Okay, so I really hope that my brain doesn't do that thing where it just completely loses all train of thought the second I start recording. If you're new here, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lilia Soares. This is On the Floor with Lilia Soares, and I'm your host, Lilia Soares. And let me just get right into it. I miss my ex-boyfriend. I miss my ex-best friend. I miss everyone who I've ever loved. I knew that I had to get this video done right now. Like, probably still got grease all around my face because I was downstairs eating my leftover Domino's and I scarfed that stuff down and came up here to record because I've been feeling this way for a very long time. And I'm a little nervous, like, posting this online just because I don't want anybody personally close to me to watch this and to like get in their heads or like feel a certain type of way. Literally, if I've loved you, I'm always going to love you, and I know that there will always be pieces of you that I carry around with me every single day. I'm going to try so hard to like not get emotional. I've got my little tea here. I've been obsessed with butterfly pea flower tea. This isn't the same one that my mom got last time. I borrowed one from her and it was like mango and stuff like that. This one has vanilla and chamomile or cinnamon. Vanilla and cinnamon. So earlier while I was downstairs eating my lunch and stuff, I was listening to like a 2000s mix on Spotify, and on it came up, what freaking song was it? Heard Them Say? Is it Heard Them Say by Kanye West? I have no idea. The one that's like, I think it was Heard Them Say. Either which way though, my ex loved Kanye West. I think still to this day probably still loves Kanye West. I miss the old Kanye, but you know, this isn't like a thing about that. Every single time I listen to any of his old songs, of course it's going to make me think about him and like just think. It's going to bring up like those old memories. It's going to bring up that as a person. But also like this has just been ruminating within myself for a while because I've been having so many dreams of my old best friend. And like, I don't know, for some whatever reason, you happen to see this, like, hey, like I love you and I really do hope that things are like going good. But it's just so weird to be at a point now where you just know that nothing is ever going to be the same. Because I have one friend who we had lost touch, more or less, for a very long time. And it was mostly like just because I moved and stuff. But like every single time, the second we see each other, like it's like we did not miss a beat. We're right back into our old shenanigans. We're laughing our butts off. And like I miss her so much. And if you see this, like, oh my god. But it's fine because I know that this is supposed to be the period right now of like what I'm going through. And the most important thing here is to not go out and like call them or text them or anything. So funny because these people, and like I said, anybody that I've ever loved, like there's people who I still think about every now and then who like were such shitty people to me. And I still will think and be like, well, I really wish that we could be friends, or like this is just something that is reminding me of them right now. Like I wish I could just easily like call them up or text them like how everything like used to be and just like be very connected with each other. But there's just no reason for that anymore. It's hard accepting that that piece of you is done. Like that portion of your life doesn't need to come about anymore. You know, I will always love these people, and if you relate, then you probably will always love the people that you're thinking about too. But there's no way that whatever you had can ever become again. Like it's never going to be the same, and that's something that is so hard to understand. Like I said, I kept having dreams like that I would see my best friend. The dreams in itself like helped give me closure a little bit because like every single time I've seen her, like in our dream, like we just like hug each other and we're like, I love you, I forgive you, or like everything's like fine and good. But I don't know. At the same exact time too, in a broad sense of with people, there's not any specific person that I'm thinking about here, but I have given some people the chance to be in my life again. Like the chance to feel as if I'm worthy of their time, I suppose. I've given people plenty of chances to recognize me for who I am now and to find a spot within my life should they want it, but they just don't want it, and I have to accept that. And I've had to accept that. You know, it's tough. It can get you into a spot of like, well, why not? Like, what am I like missing? Like, what am I doing wrong? And like, there's nothing you can do or change. It's just, they don't deserve to like be around you because you are just so special. Like, I don't care. I do think that like, I'm so special. I'm so this, I'm so whatever. Like, I'm tired of pretending like I'm not. And I think that's why making these videos helped me so much. And I'm getting to a spot now where I am loving every single video that I put out. And that's not to say that I wasn't loving my videos in the past, but I think you can really tell that I am loving the videos that I'm making now because I think I'm worth it. I think I'm entertaining. I think I'm funny. I do think I'm perfect. I do. And I wanted to make this into a separate video, but maybe it does need to mesh in with each other because I recognize that like there's so many flaws to me and there's nothing that needs to change that I'm not actively already changing every single day. I know that I've had my faults and I know that, you know, maybe some of these people that I am no longer in any sort of connection with, I probably was the one that actually did sever it, but I'm never going to like not be able to say that I didn't at least try to make things like go how they need to, or like to try to fix things, you know. And so there's so many people who like I used to say that I love them and like I don't even know who they are now. Like I couldn't tell you any single piece about them. That's why I was saying earlier that the people that I miss are 100% ones that I did not express enough love for and I didn't give them all of that at the time, which blows. But I hope, like, I'm sure that in a way, like, everybody knows that deep down that you'll always be loved by me, because I used to be so crazy back in the day. Like, I have had BPD. I don't know. I'm doing okay. It mostly comes out like once I get very triggered. And I'm doing okay. I've been doing okay recently. Like I've been trying to do a lot of understanding of my own sense of self and like a lot of just routine and figuring out like what works for me. But either which way, I remember I used to be like that person that would like say like I love you like after like one night, a couple of times of hanging out. And it's like, I'm sure at the time there was a part of me that was all, okay, honey, like, yes, sure, you do believe that you love them. But like I could not tell you one thing about any people. I don't even remember some of these people's names, I'm sure. Yeah, I miss everybody who I've ever loved. Like I miss them so much, and it's just so, like I'm literally just like staring out the window right now, like watching all the cars pass, and it's just very lost in thought. You can think that you know how a situation is going to go, or like you can try to picture like so much life with these people, and like now you have no idea what they're up to. You have no idea what they're doing. Like I don't, like music is a big one for me. It's like I don't even know what music you listen to. Like for all I know, how I was talking about Kanye West earlier, like he could have finally been like, no, I can't stand him anymore and I don't listen to him. Or my other friend, like I know that she loves Lana Del Rey, and like I can't hear certain Lana songs without like just thinking about like her and just thinking about like everything. Like literally like, oh my god. That kind of made me nervous, but it's fine. Oh my god. Everything's fine. Literally everything's fine. It's good, I suppose, that I'm like talking about it now from a place of neutrality to positivity, because there wasn't hatred, it was just like, I don't know. I feel good. I feel fine. Like I said, the part that is tough to understand and tough to navigate is making sure that like you don't reach out to them, especially if you have given them chances. Like especially if you have reached out and given them chances to like kind of plop their way back into your life, then you really don't need to keep on doing that, because like you are so special and you're so worth it, and so many good things are going to come to you that they're going to wish that they had a little piece of it. And who knows, maybe both of you are also like taking my advice like separately. Like maybe both of you are also going to experience such great things that neither one of you will be able to know or experience just because of just how it all like needed to play out. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh well, like now this, since you two don't talk, one of you is just going to be on like this fictional pyramid, but one of you is going to stay on the bottom, and then here you are like going to be at the top and have all these dreams and goals and aspirations come true, and like now they're just going to be stuck, broke, negative, like all this other stuff, blah blah blah. Like that doesn't necessarily need to happen. That's usually reserved more for people who straight up do you dirty, do you so wrong, and they just don't care for it, and they don't care to ever try to make up for it, and they don't care to, like, they just never care about your feelings in the first place. Those people are dirt. Those people can literally eat dirt. I don't know. But what I was saying is that like the two of you can both be successful in your own ways, but you'll just never know. You'll never know. This is crust, because I was literally eating my pizza so freaking fast so I could come up here and fill. I literally might go from here straight to the editing board because I wanted to make this video so badly. I needed to get it out. And maybe somebody else needed to hear this so that they know that they're not as alone in these feelings. Like, listen, I'm a water moon. I'm always going to be emotional. I'm always going to be sentimental. I'm always going to think about everything that I've ever loved and lost. Like, I love a good rumination. I love to just ruminate on the past sometimes. Instead, you can just listen to music maybe they used to like, and maybe, or if there's like certain things that remind you of that person, you can just take it as a good sign or take it as a blessing and just be like, okay, even though I know that I could 100% know you if I had closed my eyes and you walked into a room and I knew it was you in there, I will still love you from afar and pray for you and just give you so many blessings and hope the best for you. But that doesn't mean that you don't still miss them. And sometimes you wish you could just talk to them like everything would just be normal and that they could find a place in your life. Anyway though, that's all I've got for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any other future videos. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.